Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another edition of Coffee and Conversation. Joining me today is our Dean of Students, Brittany Bohl. My name is Tierza Watts. I'm the Director of Student Life and Campus Community. We're glad you're here with us today. Brittany, I've got my coffee. Do you have your coffee?
There you go.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, so I would love to know a little bit about you, and I'm sure our students would as well. Tell us a little bit about where you're from, where you grew up, where you went to college, anything you're interested or willing to share with us.
Absolutely. So I'm a first generation student. I have never left Colorado. I grew up in Aurora, went to school up in Greeley, and then came back down to Denver because that's where home is. I have 2 cats. They've been awesome quarantine buddies, which I am very much appreciative of. And then, during all of this, I learned how to video chat significantly more with folks, not something I did previously. So really expanding my concept of social circles and whatnot. So.
Thank you. I have 2 cats as
Yeah.
well, and they're definitely emotional support animals. This has been stressful being at home by myself, so I've appreciated that. So talk to us a little bit about what does a Dean of Students do? Tell students what you do every day.
Sure. So one of the beautiful things is that there are no 2 days that are the same at all. So it could be anything from helping students navigate university policies, while also looking at and making recommendations for changes to those policies to better serve students. It could be helping students navigate frustrations with faculty or programs or grade appeals, things along those lines, working with the care team to help with crisis interventions and things along those lines. And actually, prior to going remote, I was in the process of continuing to build out the position by having students do focus groups with me to find out better ways that they'd like to see staff advocate on their behalf, and things along those lines. So I definitely plan on continuing to do that again. May end up doing it remotely, but definitely if not sooner than in the fall. So yeah.
Okay. I know some students don't really know what the Dean of Students office does, and there's more than just you as the dean in that office space. Can you tell us a little bit about either the themes your office addresses or the teams you have within your office?
Absolutely. So I have incredible teams, which is exciting and I'm grateful for. So within the Dean of Students umbrella, if you will, we've got the case management and care team, we've got the student conduct team, and then we've got the Phoenix Center. And so all our areas that support and advocate and hold students accountable to help essentially be the best that they can be while on campus and doing their schoolwork. Some of the themes that we've seen, I guess in general, or more recently, we've seen a big intake in the Loving Links funds and the requests for those. We've been navigating those requests through case management and working with our university partners to see if there are ways that we can expand those requests and better support our students in ways that maybe we haven't been able to prior. Medical withdrawals are still something that we work with regularly. In the conduct office, we're seeing, remote learning disruptions is our new theme that we're navigating, which of course is kind of newer to us. And then in Phoenix Center, which I know you've heard from M previously, but they're continuing to support those impacted by interpersonal violence. They have their 24/7 confidential hotline at 303-556-2255. And they have the awesome virtual sexual assault awareness month that's been going on. I've been able to create one of those clothesline shirts and do some videos, and they're just doing some fantastic work. So
Yeah, we actually interviewed for Coffee and Conversations M yesterday, and learned all about the virtual sexual assault awareness month. So SAM, and we have posted with our video the helpline, etc. And I'm excited to hear that they're going to start a podcast.
yes, They're doing some fantastic things. I mean, everyone is, right? There's been some really amazing things that have come out of this very unpredicted situation in which people are getting creative with how to support students. So,
yep, definitely. Well, my last question is, what have you learned about, oh no, sorry, not my last question. What advice do you have for students that are struggling during this online transition?
absolutely. Okay, so been thinking a lot about this because it's something I also try and work with the staff on as well. I think it's really important to remember that this is remote learning and not online courses. And what that means is maybe as a student you've done incredible before in online courses, and so this shift, it's feeling like it's taking a different toll. You're not being as productive or things along those lines. It's because it's completely different, right? It's not something we've experienced before, and it's absolutely okay that if you're having some difficulties. And to not be so hard on yourself. And that's when I would really emphasize using resources that are available to you. So Writing Center, Learning Resource Center, of course, Case Management, Phoenix Center, Counseling Center, all of those. Your faculty, I mean, they're trying to navigate this at the same time too. And we're able to, in my office, I'm happy to help navigate those conversations with faculty if that's something that you'd like, or things along those lines. And then I think most importantly is take care of yourselves, provide yourself plenty of grace on how you're feeling at the moment, and understanding that productivity looks different depending on the time and what's going on and how you're feeling. And so I think we just really need to have a lot of grace for ourselves during this time.
Okay. So now my last question. What have you learned about yourself the last month as you've worked at home?
So I am an introvert. So I get my energy recharged by being alone. So I've been very fortunate that my life as an introvert has prepared me for kind of a similar situation in which I don't feel as though I'm lacking anything, as like energy wise or things along those lines. I do miss being social every now and then. I finally hit that point at like 5 weeks now. But that I don't know, I guess I realized that it's not too, I think if I didn't have my cats, it would be terrible.
Yeah.
But they're good little quarantine buddies. So.
Yeah, mine come and meow at me at about 5 till 5 every day. And they're basically saying, you've been sitting at that desk since 8 a.m. It's time to be done. And I'm like, thank you for being a good little alarm clock. All right, well, is there anything else you'd like to share with us?
No, I'm grateful for this opportunity, and I really can't wait till we're back on campus and get to see folks. And in the meantime, I hope people are able to take care of themselves, their loved ones, and use kind of those resources.
All right. Well, thank you for joining me today. Folks, I definitely want to encourage you to follow the Student Life and Campus Community YouTube channel. We have lots of great videos out there in the Coffee and Conversations series, as well as the Encourage the Heart series. And we will soon be launching a new series called Links Life, where we'll be interviewing a variety of different student organizations, so you can find out about them. So thank you very much, Brittany. I appreciate you joining me today.
Absolutely. Have a great one.
Bye.
Bye.